Hello guys, this is Kunal back with the second tutorial of Autocad. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about drawing tools and tools to modify the drawing. In Home tab, we have our drawing panel, and just next to the drawing panel, we have Modify panel. And just next to the Modify panel, we have our Annotation panel. In Drawing panel, we have the tools to draw the drawing. First, the line. We can draw the line by selecting Line button. Second, the polyline, then the circle, the arc, rectangle, ellipse, and hatching. In Modify panel, we have our modifying tools. First tool is to move any object. Then if you want to rotate it, if you want to trim something from that object, if you want to erase that object, it means if you want to delete it, you have to select this button. If you want to copy, then mirror and fillet, explode. If an object is drawn into one combine, and if you want to break it into the parts, then you can use the explode option. If you want to stretch something from the object, or you want to stretch a line, then you can use the stretch button. The next is the scale button. If you want to scale something, if a scale is used for enlarging the object with its dimension. And the next is the array, and the second is the offset. So with the help of these tools, we are going to draw a drawing. Yes, we are going to convert this isometric view into 2D drawing. First, I am going to draw front view, top view, and side view. If this is our isometric drawing, then from x-axis, if we see, this will be our front view, this will be our side view, and this will be our top view. So I am just going to use these tools to draw the drawing for front view, top view, and side view. So first, let me manage the window so that you can see this drawing as well as our AutoCAD too. Okay, so now we have our image on the left side and our AutoCAD on the right side. So we can access the both now simultaneously. Okay, so before beginning the drawing, let's first set the unit, workface area, and layer for the drawing. Those who don't know about these three steps, please check out my previous video on AutoCAD. Let me first set out the basic layout for the drawing. First, I am going to set the units. Okay, decimal precision into mm. Alright, now I'm gonna set the limits. Now let's do the final step, set a layer for the drawing. I'm gonna name this layer as a test 1 and activate it. Those who don't know about these steps, please check out my previous video on 4 basic steps for AutoCAD beginner. Let's start with the top view. In top view, we see this rectangle. So we are going to draw this rectangle first, of length 2.5 and breadth 2. We can draw this rectangle by using line or by rectangle command directly. So let me show you first how we can draw rectangle by line command. First, specify first point of the line, then specify its length. Like its length is 2.5. Just enter 2.5. Then its breadth 2, and next again 2.5. Then move cursor down. Press enter and move cursor down and press C. We press C in the last just to close the rectangle from where it started, or directly we can choose this point. So we have our rectangle by using line command. In this you can see if I choose I can choose one single line. I can edit it by choosing a separate single line. But if I use a rectangle command to draw this rectangle, then I won't able to do this. After choosing rectangle command, it asks us first to specify the corner point. After choosing the corner point, we can choose how we want to draw a rectangle, by area, by dimensions, or the rotation. We use dimensions. So first we'll define the length of the rectangle, that is 2.5. Enter. Then it asks for the width of the rectangle, that is 2. Enter. And now here we have our rectangle. Just specify the position by clicking up or by down. So we have our rectangle, one which is made by line command and the other which is made by using rectangle command. So you can see if I select any one side of the rectangle, the whole rectangle gets selected. So that's the difference between drawing a rectangle by line command and drawing a rectangle by rectangle command. Let me delete the rectangle drawn by line command. To check whether our rectangle is of correct dimensions, we can use this annotation option to check a linear dimension. First option, just select the two end point and it will specify as the distance between 2 points. Press space to repeat same command. Okay, from here we can see that our rectangle is perfect. In image you can see there are two fillets at the right corner of the rectangle. So to apply the fillet at the right corner at the corners of the rectangle, we have to use fillet option from modify panel. Select the fillet option. It asks us first to select the object. So instead of that, you can select the radius you want to apply to the fillet. So let's first specify the radius. Let's say I want to give a radius of 0.5. Enter. Then again it asks, please select the first object, then select any two lines and your fillet is ready. Same process for the other corner. And our two fillets are ready. Let me delete these dimensions. Our next task is to draw this circle of diameter 2 mm. You can see here is 2 mm and the diameter of this circle will also be 2 mm. So let's select the circle part. We have drop down options below the circle. We have options to draw a circle from center and by choosing the center and the radius, or we can just choose the center and diameter, and similarly goes on for 2 extreme points, 3 points, tangents. Let's say we want to draw a circle with center and radius. So let's select the center and radius option. So we have center of this line and our radius. Okay, there is something wrong. Yes, the radius is. Let me check the dimensions of this drawing. Okay, here we can see our circle radius is circle diameter is not 2 mm. So again let's erase this circle. Let's select same option again. Let's select for the center. Okay, here we have our midpoint of the line, and now we have our circle. So in we are going to see two more circles in top view. A circle with diameter 0.75 and another circle with the diameter 1.25. So let's draw those circles. So this time we are going to choose a different options to draw the circle. So first we are going to draw a circle with the diameter. We are going to select the center and specify its diameter. Its diameter is 1.25. Just enter 1.25 diameter and press enter. Similarly, if we can similarly we can draw a circle with diameter 0.75. Okay, so now we have all three circles, so now we don't need this line for center. Okay, so if you want to delete this line, you have to select this line. You can see we have drawn this we have drawn rectangles, and this line is a part of a rectangle. So if I select this line, it will select complete rectangle. So instead of we have also already seen the delete erase option. So instead of that, we can use trim option. Okay, press escape to deselect the object. Select the trim option, the trim button from modify panel, and here it says select the objects. So first you have to select all the objects which you want to trim. So I have selected all the objects, and then press space or enter. Now you have to select the line which you don't want. Now there are three circles and one line, and one line is intersect these three circles, so we have to delete separate section of the line. So if we click this, we have deleted this line. Then after, so actually due to the intersection of line and the circle, the line is converted into the number of sections, so we have to delete this. Okay, we cannot delete this because there isn't a intersection between the line and the circle. So escape, press escape. We are outside of our command, and if you want to delete this line, just select it and press delete button or erase. Again press escape to come outside of the command. We have also an option to draw this outer circle. As if we delete this circle, first select the circle and hit the delete button. We can draw this the outer circle by using arc button. So we also have the same options for the arc. We can draw arc by choosing 3 point. We can use arc by choosing start, center, and the end. So for this drawing, we can use start, center, and the end. It will be more easy. So first select the start point, the center, and the end, and you can see our arc, a half circle, is ready. Okay, so now 95% of the drawing top view is ready. Now we are left with this section, this one section in the top view. So to draw this, we are going to use offset command also, and mirror command too as well. So first let's check the drawing and see the dimensions. The center of this section is 0.6 from the outer edge of the rectangle. So let's first draw the center line for the section, and it's 0.6 mm inside from the edge of the rectangle. Okay, so first select the line. Here you can see I won't able to select this single line because we have drawn it in a rectangle. So to explode into separate parts, we can use this explode option. If we hit this explode button, this part is converted into separate sections. See, now I can select a single line. To draw the center line at the distance of 0.6 mm from the edge, we can directly use the offset command here. Just select the offset button, then it asks us to specify the distance. So we will specify the distance, that is 0.6. okay, hit enter button, then select the object or just select the line. Okay, to verify that we have the distance between these two lines is 0.7, we can directly use this annotation linear dimension to check. Okay, So we have the distance between two lines is 0.6 mm. So let's first find out the center of this section. So we have a center line. Now we need to find the x-axis center line. So it will be here the center. So let's draw the line. By moving cursor on the line, you can find out the center of the line or the midpoint of the line. So now this point is our center of this section. So the distance between the center of these two circles is 0.75. To get that, first we have to offset this line, as half of 0.75 will be 0.375. So let's choose the offset, specify the distance 0.375, hit the enter button. 0.375 at the top and 0.375 at the bottom. Press escape to exit out of the command. Then the distance between these two outer lines, it will be the diameter. The diameter of this circle is 0.5. So we can offset this center line to 0.25 to the left and 0.25 to the right. Again the same process, use the offset command, specify the distance 0.25, and hence we have our circle. Again, to trim this lines, unwanted lines, we can use the trim option. You can select all lines and then hit enter and select the lines, unwanted lines. Okay. Press escape to come outside of the command. Select the circle to draw at the end of the rectangle. You can see I have choose the circle, the center and the radius. Press enter or space to repeat the command, and hence just delete the unwanted part by using the trim command. The shortcut is for the trim command is TR. Just type TR and you have the trim command. And to delete the unwanted part, you can double press the space button. And you can directly get a shortcut to delete the unwanted part. And hence the top view of our image is ready. Once you are done with your once you are done with your drawing, you can specify the dimensions by going to the annotation panel and choosing linear dimension to define the linear dimension. To define the radius of the circle, you have to choose the radius option. Similarly, hit the space button, define the center. By selecting this object, you can go to the modify panel. If you want to move this object to the any other position, you can choose the modify button, and first you have to specify the base point. For example, if I want to shift this object from the center of the circle, I will choose the center of the circles, and from the object will start moving with its center of the circle. Means I can specify the distance. I want it to be the 10 mm. So I will just enter the 10 and hit the enter, and our object is moved to the 10 mm. Similarly, if you want to rotate, just select the object, select the rotate button, specify the center point and specify the angle. Now we have turn on the ortho mode, so it will show us in 0 degree, 90 degree. So once we turn off the ortho, we can see our object in any degree. If you want to copy the object, select the object, hit the copy button, specify the base point and copy it. If you want to mirror the drawing, then first select the drawing, select the mirror option, then it first asks us the mirror point. So first point of the mirror, the second point. You can see the mirror image of the drawing appears on the other side. By pressing F8, I turn my auto on, and it asks us, do you want to erase the object or no? So if you want to erase the object, just press Y and enter. If no, then press N and enter. Hence I have explained you all the tools. I guess no, wait, hold on, the polyline is the last. I didn't explain about it. Polyline help us to draw a single straight line as well as an arc without choosing different options. After drawing a straight line, you can choose here an arc to draw an arc. You can see here we can draw arc. Again, if you want to draw a straight line, just go to the downside command bar and select the line, and hence polyline helps us to easily draw any object with the arc or the line continuously or simultaneously. In polyline you can see, if you select a object, a complete line and the arc and the circles are selected.